I'm Mike Mizak with the local news. We're here in Chicago in Union Park. It's going to be the big march to the DNC, protesting primarily the Gaza war. But we haven't talked to anyone inside yet, and we're about to see what's going on, what people are saying. All right, we're here. People are gathering to march on the first day of the DNC. And who am I talking to?
You're talking with Jake Ruiz with If Not Now.
And If Not Now, if people don't know, can you tell us a little bit about If Not Now?
Yeah. If Not Now is a coalition of American Jews and their allies who are fighting for an end to the genocide and for safety for all of Palestine and Israel.
And what's the message that you want to get out? Why are we organizing here today?
We're organizing here today specifically in support of the March on the DNC coalition and calling for the Not Another Bomb campaign, making that a priority. Not Another Bomb is asking for an arms embargo to be pushed by the Biden and Harris administration into policy.
And if people feel powerless, if they don't really know what they can do to fight against the ongoing, I don't want to call it a war, because it's asymmetrical. What can people do? What's the best way for someone to organize against the war?
I think it's important to plug into the communities where you're at. Like, for example, I plugged into If Not Now Chicago, and all over the country there are organizations. There are Jewish-led organizations, there are Palestinian-led organizations, there are multiracial, multi-class coalitions all across the country in areas, in places where you wouldn't expect, who are organizing for a free Palestine. And I'm sure if you Google in your area, you'll be able to find someone and be able to plug in. The most important thing is to be forming community, because community keeps us all safe.
Oh, now we're the bitches. Look at what they did to my sister last century, last week. They put her body in a garden for dinner. They love how we repeat. Look at what they did to my sister last century, last week. They make her hate her own skin, treat her like a sin. But what they don't understand, see what they don't understand. Yeah, what they don't understand, see what they don't understand. Is she's savage, call it black girl magic. Yeah, she scares the government. Deja vu, it's a mess. And she don't give up. Yeah, she don't give up. She don't give up. No, she don't give up. Brother was a freedom fighter and she taught us how to fight. Ella was a freedom fighter and she taught us how to fight. Ollie was a freedom fighter and she taught us how to fight. And Janet is a freedom fighter and she taught us how to fight. So Jonah was a freedom fighter and she taught us how to fight. Asasa is a freedom fighter and she taught us how to fight. Rosa was a freedom fighter and she taught us how to fight. Asasa is a freedom fighter and she taught us how to fight. See, she's telepathic, call it black girl magic. Yeah, she scares the government. Deja vu, it's a man. But what they don't understand, say what they don't understand. Yeah, what they don't understand, see what they don't understand. She don't give up. Yeah, she don't give up. She don't give up. No, she don't give up. Chicago, repeat after me. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Thank you so much.
Jason, and you're here to represent
Workers Strike Back. Yeah, we're a national movement fighting to end the genocidal war in Gaza, fight for a $25 an hour national minimum wage, free health care, affordable housing for all, free college, free childcare. All of these, policies that really like embolden and build working class, like make life livable. And not just that, but like build that through a movement of workers and young people getting involved in their unions, in their workplaces to unionize, getting involved in the anti-war movement. Yeah.
How do you feel like? Do you think we should be saying the anti-war movement instead of the pro-Palestine movement?
Yeah, I think so because, the capitalist system is like, it's not just about this one war. This genocidal war is horrific, but like we want to build a world where we don't have war. Like these wars are all for the profit of capitalist class around the world, for billionaires, for like multi-billion-dollar international conglomerates like Boeing and stuff. And so it's not just about ending the war in Gaza, it's about ending the war in Ukraine and all, preventing future wars. Yeah.
Ending all wars. No one wins in any war. Anything else you'd like to leave us with before we go in and see what's all going on in there?
Yeah. If you're interested in getting involved in a movement that's trying to, build the anti-war movement, that really fight for these for a better life for working people, get involved with Workers Strike Back. You can go to workerstrikeback.org and sign up to become a member now. We have a broadcast called On Strike if you're interested in learning more about our politics. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank
you. Who am I talking to and who are you with?
My name's Elias Holtz. I'm with the Freedom Socialist Party, and I'm a member of the Writers Guild of America East.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I covered the strike in LA at some point. And why are we gathered here? Why are we organizing here today?
Well, it's to protest the Democratic National Convention. People are more and more fed up with the two-party system, especially with the war and the genocide in Gaza. And so we're here to promote the idea of a Labor Party, which would be an independent, working class-based party which could, break this stranglehold that these two parties funded by the rich and corporations have on our elections. But also, we need a way for people to unite. There's so many groups here that all have the same basic mission of helping working people and oppressed people stand up for themselves. And we need a mass organization where we can do that. And the unions are a great place to start.
Yeah, former CWA member myself. What can people do to kind of convince people that organizing outside of the two major parties is viable? How do you convince people of that?
Well, I think one thing that's true is labor unions have more support among Americans than both parties by far, especially among young people, because labor unions are one force that's actually fought for working people's interests and won. The strike wave of last year was inspiring. And so I think it's one thing to run a third party online or in local cities, and those efforts are important to spread ideas. But unions have the organizational capacity, the outlook for workers, and the money that should be used to promote our needs. And so that's why we think a Labor Party effort that starts in unions could really pick up speed. And honestly, everyone I talked to today from all over the country has been like, yes, definitely, let's do it. And that wasn't the case 5 years ago.
Yeah, it seems more practical, and you don't really have to forsake any of your beliefs to follow that type of organizing.
Yeah, I think the Democrats are so far beyond addressing our needs. They just talk about our needs as oppressed people and workers when they want us to donate for them or to pull us under their election tent. But it's not working. And you have people voting for Trump as an alternative for the working class because they think as a CEO, he's going to bring jobs. And so if we don't build a left alternative, the right wing is going to recruit pissed off people. And it's already happening. So it's like really important that we build an alternative now so we're not stuck here in 4 years. Because in 4 years, it's going to be even worse. God knows what's going to happen, you know.
Anything else you'd like to leave us with before we say goodbye?
Just keep the faith in unions, the working class. You know, in this country, there's a long history of the labor movement fighting and winning. It's just hidden from us. Everything from general strikes to the 30s. So we need to organize and believe in our class, the working class, and we can do it.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
All right. I'll look.
Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Long live the Palestinian Revolution.
And in the words of the freedom-fighting Fannie Lou Hamer, I'm here to tell the Democratic Party that I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and to say to them, not another nickel, not another dime, no more money for Israel's crimes.
We love our beautiful legal observers. Okay, the speakers have just concluded. The march is about to get on the street, and we're headed to the United Center, where the DNC is happening right now. Let's go.
See the movie, line up to see the act. The officers are scheming to cover up their. Ask me no more questions. Tell me no more lies. You're serving and protecting. It's stealing babies' lives. I'm very black. Can't send me back. You take my brother. I fight back. I'm very black. I made a pact. You take my brother. I fight back. And that is all I know.
I've been to a lot of marches and protests in my day. This is by far the most copped up march I've ever seen in my life. They're only letting us move very slightly in slight intervals. So the march is starting off slow, but we are on the way to the DNC.
Each day, I love you better. Am I love, or am I just feeding? I stick out my hands to the mouthful still wanting. Am I love, or have I been greedy? I make my demands to the dirt, but what am I giving? Each day, I love you better. Each day, I love you better. Great season and cornrows, bodies of land they never own. Where we come from, soil is sacred, not a paycheck. The less we want for more, the freer we get. I pledge allegiance to the sun's warm Relieve my grief to the water and the sand. You heal us, you always provide. I take for granted how you keep us alive. Now can we slow down? Can we spread the harvest around? Can we turn the lights way down? No machines dig our hands in the ground. Slow down. There's always enough to go around.
Okay, for now it looks like the route has been altered, and the march is being directed in a different way than was planned. But for now, we're still moving. We'll see where we end up. No leash. No justice, no leash.
He's leading the way.
I don't know if they're going to let us get much closer than this, but we'll see. Here's that the march is close to coming to an end here, and the message is very clear. The chants have been largely focused to ending the genocide in Gaza, a very clear demand for an arms embargo on Israel, and also that issues like abortion, immigration, climate change are all inextricably tied together. They're not separate issues. They are all related, so including ending U.S. support of Israel, and I've also seen some calls for the end of the war in Ukraine. So for the most part, this is it seems to be a very unified front. Everyone is here, from the Bobavakian followers to just local grassroots worker organizations.
Watch out!
Resistance is justified.
Resistance is justified.
When people are occupied.
When people are occupied.
Chicago, make some noise. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more.
Palestine will live forever. Palestine will live forever.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
From the DNC, I'm Mike Mizak with the local news. Okay, let's see how much Hassan's pants cost. J.W. Anderson. Cargo. Trousers. Alright, these are it. $690. Wear your $690 pants to the anti-war protest.